What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi Maguire.
I'm Jordy Jor.
Oh, I'm Konshens.
Hey.
I'm so happy to have you here in person.
In person,
In
right?
the flesh.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
We had a good
Glad to be here.
conversation during the pandemic. It was like 4 years ago.
Oh, don't
Zoom
remind me
calls
about the
was
pandemic,
epic.
bro.
I know. Listen, I know we haven't spoken since then, but that was a crazy time.
Yeah.
I was actually, where was I? I was in Charlotte, I think. I remember doing that interview and being like, we got Konshens? All right, come on. We got to make sure we set this up. So talk to me about that period of time for you, because...
Appreciation. That's the first word that comes up when I think about the pandemic. Like, you lose stuff and you realize, yo, this shit was important. You know what I mean? People, physical contact, like touching fans, like being in contact with people. That was a time. And then I lost a bunch of money too. Tours
Right.
canceled. You know what I mean? It was a crazy time.
Yeah, we didn't know when it was going to end.
We did not.
Hey, you know, and what's funny is we didn't think it was real at first.
Yeah, at first I was like, you know what's crazy? When the pandemic started, I had a trip planned to go to Jamaica for 4th of July. I was going there for the whole week, 4th of July. And I kept thinking like, I don't got to cancel this because it's going to be over by then. Because it started like in March.
Yo, I went to Jamaica feeling like, it's all right. And I was stuck there.
For how long?
For about 4 months.
Wow.
And they were like,
I
you
was there
couldn't.
and they closed the borders, all
Yeah.
that, and everything locked down.
Was it really locked down? Like you couldn't go to restaurants, all that?
Yeah.
You couldn't. They had a curfew after that too, because I remember I actually ended up going there to go to the University of the
9
West
p.m.
Indies.
was the
Yeah, 9 p.m. That
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
I remember
crazy.
that. I went.
Was it 9 or 7? Was it?
It was 9 when I went.
Yeah.
I think when I went, it was earlier than that. I think it was like 7.
7.
Yeah, it was 7
Like-
when I went, and like wherever you were at, you had to stay there.
Yeah.
If you were.
Well, luckily I
out.
stayed in the studio, so that was good. for
Yeah,
me.
so you got a lot of work done then.
Yeah.
While you may
70
have
songs.
lost some money, you also had a chance to kind of like also not have to be outside for a period of time, which is unusual because you've been doing this so long.
Nah, I hated that. I don't care about none of that.
I need to get
Because
some
guess
money.
what? Being on FaceTime with my kids, and you know what I mean, that was wild.
Oh, okay.
And it,
Because so they weren't with you, so
no,
that's why.
No,
Okay.
I went there by myself.
You were by yourself?
Yeah.
The whole time?
The whole time.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's well. That made
That
you
adds a
appreciate
whole
home
nother
a
little bit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That adds a whole nother level to the stress of it. You know, having your family or your wife or
Yeah,
anybody
lockdown at home is
there.
different from
Yeah.
lockdown somewhere else and
somewhere
to
abroad
call home.
alone.
Think
Yeah.
about the people who were someplace they wasn't supposed to be.
Like where?
Like, just say it was somebody that was like cheating and they
Oh
was
my
somewhere
God.
and they got stuck.
How long you cheating for?
Listen, there's nothing you
took
can
a cheating holiday?
Indefinitely.
What kind of cheating that they might do?
You're like, I got to get out of here. I remember when 9/11 happened in New York, and I had a date the night before and then that happened in the morning, and I was so glad the date didn't go well because I was like, imagine he'd have been stuck in my house.
Wow.
I would have
Yeah.
been so irritated.
Wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it definitely
was
wasn't
not
meant to be.
meant
That's wild.
All right, so the new album is out. Congratulations. Hold on, we got to toast to
Congratulations.
that.
Yes.
Period.
One more toast? Yo,
One more
This
toast.
toast, man.
I feel like you need a shot.
Yo.
He does not need a shot. Stop trying to start trouble, Angela.
Yo, let me apologize to the viewers in advance if I'm talking slow and if I seem to be a little bit more drunk than I'm supposed to be.
You're celebrating.
It's a
The
celebration.
bartender over there, yeah,
I'll take
she
full
overdid it.
credit. I overdid it on myself too. We in this
And
together,
I came
friend.
here halfway and they got me over
We
there.
gotta go full way.
We did an episode prior to you being here, so we're halfway right along. We
Oh
in
my
this together,
God.
friend. We
Listen,
Yeah.
all right, let's go.
It's not just you. We never would let you drink
Literally.
alone.
Let's go. I like it.
But the way the album starts, just you saying this is like a rebirth. What is the rebirth and why the need for it?
I think, damn, you went heavy at the start. So how I got started in music was basically my older brother. He was like, yo, I could be artist. I'm like, all right, cool, let's be artists. So he passed away. He committed suicide in 2016, which happened to be the biggest year of my career. So it kind of shook me up till now. It's still going on. You know what I mean? So I feel like mentally I checked out. You know what I mean? But nowadays, well, in this year and maybe the latter part of last year, I feel like I'm re-energized. You know what I mean? I won't say I'm over it. I won't say I have it under control, but I feel like I'm in the best space that I've been since that time.
That's not. That's a really hard thing. Like you said, you'll never get over that.
No,
but
you
it's
won't.
something that you've learned to cope with and deal with.
And that's the most important thing for people going through anything like that, to accept that, you won't ever get over it.
Right.
So that's the first thing you need to accept. Figure out how every day is going to be moving forward.
Because sometimes you think like, what could I have done differently? But knowing that
That was a whole phase for
Yeah.
me. Yeah, that was a whole phase, yeah.
but knowing that like what happened is nothing that you could have prevented, but that's a hard thing. I remember our conversation that we had always kind of stuck with me too, because you talked about so many things about like trust and how hard it's been for you to even feel like, even being married, like this person loves me, and to be able to accept that.
Yeah.
And so knowing all of these things, like, I think
I don't think that was a result of what I went through with my brother. I feel like that is just a result of me being an artist and my experiences in life.
yeah, because you've seen a lot and you done did a lot.
Oh, man.
And it's hard to
Yeah.
decipher
Yeah.
if someone is really there for you or
Exactly.
who you are.
Exactly.
Plus he was
That's
like
the
a
life of
side
it.
piece a lot.
Hell yeah.
See, yeah. But imagine how that fucks with you though. Like if you mess with a chick and she got a husband, she got whatever.
Karma coming for
it
that
make you
ass.
feel like, how can I trust
Hard.
anybody?
How did you find yourself in those situations?
What do you mean?
Like,
How did you find yourself as a side
right?
piece?
Like, did you go like? Were you the one hitting on them, or were they hitting on you? Like, how did that come into reality?
I still don't know how to pick up a girl.
Really?
No, I've never been in a position where I have to be like, yo, spit game and date, and I don't know what that is like.
Your game is that you have no game.
Maybe I don't know. So I wouldn't say. I don't know how to answer that question there. I'm just always in that spot.
Right place, right time.
That's a dangerous
And
spot
then
sometimes.
when you're in a spot where like, you see what women are capable of, and me tell the girl, say, yo, don't fuck your man tonight, don't fuck your man this week, and she like pick an argument with him, and
Wow, that's messy.
yeah. So like for me, in love, and like my thing, and I just, I like her, I'm in love. It's kind of a mind fuck for me.
How did you even say, okay, I'm gonna get married then? Being that you went through all of that, because it's not something you have to do. It's a choice you make still.
She the one.
How'd you know?
I just knew it. She proved it. Yeah. You want to hear how?
Yes.
I don't know. She proved it though. Like, all right.
I'm like, yes, we want to know.
Yeah, because that's how everybody like. When I say she proved it, everybody was like, what do you mean?
Elaborate, tell us.
Yeah, man. She like. I feel like she went through the trials that it took to be with me, and she forced me to understand that somebody could, I spoke about this, could really love you and not really want nothing. Because that was the spot that I was in. Where everybody,
Right.
I kind of see them and be like, yeah, all right, what do you want? And that become the norm to me. So it was a challenge.
Yeah.
Did you test her?
No.
No,
I feel like
just a natural-
indirectly, I wasn't testing her, but I tested her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Did she put you through anything?
Yeah, because that was my first time being in love with anybody.
Wow. That's crazy. You was doing all of this, but never like being in love. But you probably left a lot of broken hearts along the way.
Unintentionally. But I've never been a player though.
Is that what they would
I don't know
say,
what
or
the
that's what you would
definition-
say?
Who would say? No,
You know, the girlies
listen,
on
I'm
the-
drunk enough to be honest. Like, no, I've never been a player. I've always been direct and be like, yo, this is what it is. And yeah.
Let's talk about one of the songs on the album, Rich Sex.
Why I knew you would pick that song.
Why wouldn't
I
I?
mean,
With Eric Bellinger. We love that.
Yeah,
And I know
yeah.
you guys
Love
have
Eric
worked
Bellinger.
together,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
on his project too. Always having like a good vibes together. So tell us, what exactly is Rich Sex?
If you listen to his chorus, he kind of explained it. He's like high life and just being sexy. You know what I mean? He details about head in the back of the rolls, that type of vibe. And the girl, she said she want to bust down and You know what I mean? So it's like living the best life and being sexy with it.
What about for you? What is rich sex like? When is the first time you experienced it where you like, this is what rich sex is?
I never thought about that. But if you
Think about it now.
the first line of my verse, I'm like, I used to fuck better when I used to be broke.
See? That's a fact. Oh,
That's
Cleotrapa's here. Come on, girl. Come have a seat.
Come on,
What
girl.
up?
Okay, you're so cute.
You are cute, girl.
This
We
is
got our short
Cleotrapa,
shorts today.
Booty
Konshens.
cheeks and all.
What's poppin'? Wagwan.
Hey, girl.
Yeah,
what's
so
up,
you-
girl?
You think you had sex better when you were broke?
I don't think I
You know
this.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause
What's
you-
the difference?
He
They
needed,
Niggas
say
ain't
that
got
broke
shit
dick
to
be
do.
good now.
he needed a place to
Yes,
stay.
be
You know how
fucking
guys
niggas.
do.
Fighting for your life.
I can say fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
know,
like
I've nothing to do.
everything.
Yes, I fuck, I go in a cure. You don't have nothing to think about, so you're thinking about how to beat this pussy up. That's all you're thinking
You
about.
had no responsibilities, no
Right.
nothing.
I don't know what conversation I just got to.
No, we're talking about rich sex versus broke sex.
Oh,
And he
okay.
said that he was better when he was broke.
Okay.
What,
I
but
didn't
you
say
haven't-
that. Oh, I did say
You
Yes,
that.
did
you
say
did.
that.
You said
But
that.
wait,
I
you haven't
already
been
said
broke in
that.
a long
Fuck.
time.
Yeah.
You haven't been broke in a long time, though.
Damn, I fucked up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was a long time ago that you. So you haven't really hit your stride again.
No, trust me. No, she get it out of me though.
She like, we need to lose everything so we can.
No, she's not like that. She don't say we need to lose anything.
What do you think about that, ladies? Because you know that is a real thing. People say that guys are better in bed when what do they call that? Hobosexuals.
Homosexuals, yes.
Do you think about that? Like when you see a broke nigga hitting on you, like
It's
you know
probably
what?
amazing, right?
Yeah, you think about that?
I think that guys that
I've
are
never
like,
realized that.
what?
Really?
Yeah, I've never realized that.
It's true.
I've never thought about it. But now that I'm thinking about it, yeah,
Makes sense.
little
Niggas do some
mattress,
shit like that,
mattress
bro.
on the
Niggas
floor,
so fucking-
like
The
artsy
mattress on the
type-
floor sex, it's different, right?
No, I've never been mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
I've been.
That's all they have
Air
to offer
mattress.
is sex. They
Yep.
better do it good.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
They eating pussy like, look, can I stay here tonight?
Homosexuals, they fucking for a place to stay. They gonna hit you upside the head with that win whammy.
That's crazy. That y'all
Because they
fucking
need
niggas
a-
that be
they need somewhere to
homeless and
stay.
shit. That's
The
wild.
Wi-Fi jumping, the mattress comfortable, the Wi-Fi jumping. The kids got good snacks.
But if you think about it,
That's
guys that are
crazy.
like too successful and have too much going on, they probably don't feel like they got to make too much of an effort. Like,
I don't feel like that.
mm-hmm.
No, I don't feel like that. I feel like you still need to make it an experience, but you find different ways to make it an experience than being in the pussy for an hour. You know what I mean? Like broke niggas be in the pussy for 2 hours and shit. I can tell
they
you.
ain't got nothing
he's like,
else
I
to
can
do.
tell you
Yeah,
because
no,
I
for
was, he
do.
was there.
Like 30 minutes, I'm thinking about so much shit.
Oh, that's awful. After 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah.
I would think the luxury of having money is that you can do it for an hour because
Now you want to keep that though, so you're thinking about the next move.
you think, what about for women? You think about being broke and then think about having money. Doesn't matter how you are in bed for women.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I think a man could teach you some things. What you mean, like, doesn't matter how you are in bed?
No, I mean like as far as being broke or not.
Mindset.
No, it don't matter. A woman could be broke or have money. It don't matter. Niggas don't care.
I don't think they care, but on a personal
Yeah.
level,
Really?
I feel
Okay,
like
let me hear
when
this.
I was going through the struggle, my pussy wasn't wet because I was
Yeah,
too worried about getting to the money. I
exactly.
wasn't trying to get his pussy up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it was going to help my situation. If the
Yeah.
pussy ain't going to help, then it's
Yeah.
not getting
I
wet.
think when you
Because guess
feel
what?
better,
I'm
you
stressed
do
out
better
trying to figure out how
across
I'm
the
going to handle
board.
this handle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I agree.
But when life's
I
great,
agree.
it's Niagara Falls. Let's get it, baby.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
it's crazy. She said niggas don't care. That's
Yeah, niggas
That's a
don't
fact.
care.
no, but
Oh.
go on, go off.
Nah, niggas don't be caring. I feel like niggas don't care if a bitch got money or not.
No. Okay, we're talking about two different things.
Oh, okay.
If the pussy is good or not, is what you were
If
saying.
well, I haven't
Is
been
there such a
around
thing as
bad
bad?
pussy,
Yeah.
but there's been bad pussy.
What makes
But
it
not
bad?
not much bad pussy, but just the effort and the energy that you give off.
Like you can't just be
Okay.
laying there.
Right.
Starfish.
Yeah.
And
Like
like you gotta,
scaredy
you
cat
gotta
back.
make, you can't be like
Ooh.
super quiet like women, right? Can you imagine a woman not really saying nothing
That's
or making
crazy.
no
No
noise?
noise.
I can't imagine that.
Mute pussy.
You'd be like,
Pussy
hello.
on mute.
That means no. That just means there's a problem with the
mute is
man.
crazy.
Then. I
Yeah,
don't
my shit will
think.
wake you up. You can't be quiet with me.
But wake up.
Yeah.
Pussy on mute is wild.
But okay, so Now you brought up something else though. You talked about men don't care if women have money or not. Is that true?
That's true. Yeah, I don't care. About it.
Okay.
I don't think they care.
But that's not it. Listen, there's like two sides to that shit because you asked earlier, like if I tested my wife and I'm like, I didn't test her, but she was tested. A big part of it was she wasn't about trying to get nothing from me. And then she got to the point where my money is hers.
Okay.
So you see, if I think most women nowadays, like I'm watching the social media version of dating and how people look on things where it's like, you need to do this or else this or do this. I'll tell you ladies right now, niggas is laughing at that.
That's unrealistic.
Niggas is laughing at that because you're like, you're making yourself like a watch. You're like a watch.
Like a commodity.
Yeah, like I'll do it just to be like I can do it, but I don't really care about you. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. I think it's important to be with somebody that helps take you to another level.
Absolutely.
And maybe that's not necessarily like she's got money or he, but maybe it's more like, you know, just kind of being supportive to whatever you have going on, figuring out solutions for you.
Resources.
You know, resources. If you ain't got it like that right now, we grinded it out together until it can happen.
Yeah.
That's, I think, more important than anything. I don't like people with no ambition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if you're really ambitious, but you're not there yet, that's fine with me. But if you just wake up every day and all you want to do is like chill,
And ask for shit.
yeah.
I think you're talking about it from the side where you already got your back. But I'm talking about it from the side where girls just seeing a man and see him have money and be like, all right, this is what my standard is. If I'm with you, then you need to do this, this, and this. You're going to get fucked and forgot.
That's a fact.
You know,
I feel like as women,
Yeah.
Different.
That's
That's
a
a
fact,
bar.
though.
now that's a song.
That's a bar.
Fucked and
Fucked
forgotten.
and forgot.
Yeah.
Because if it's a man with money, he's definitely gonna be used to bitches just coming to him wanting shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why
People,
would you
not even just
you're
bitch,
not-
that you fit right into the way
Yeah.
his life already is.
It's like,
All right,
bitch,
if I
what
want to
you-
fuck her, I got to pay this. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
But I feel like men also sometimes lead with money and it be
A
their
lot of
fault.
times.
Like
Yeah.
sometimes men put that out there first.
Yep.
And they're the ones that are trying to be like, I got this, I could do this for you, I'm gonna take you here. Oh, what you got going on? Oh,
Yep.
he not doing okay. I got like men sometimes put themselves in that position.
A lot of times.
And then you can't be mad if
Yeah,
you
I live in Miami. That's the whole of
Exactly.
it.
That's the capital right there.
That is the capital.
That's
That's
the capital.
That.
Corny niggas
Yeah.
is in Miami. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That is
But then that's
definitely
why the
capital.
bitches is like that, because it's corny niggas out there making
Oh,
them,
yeah?
you know, that way.
yeah.
So
It's definitely a lot of men out there that lead with their money.
When did you get in a space where your money was super good?
2015.
Okay. All right. We on that 10, 11-year anniversary of money being amazing. No, because
But I don't think it's anywhere near super good. But I'm all right.
yeah, you could.
Yeah.
But you know, you are such an international artist. And
no,
I-
for real though,
Yeah.
like
Big up.
big.
Respect.
Grew up on you, listening to you. Yes, all you are huge. You are
Where
big.
you grew up?
I'm from Staten Island, New York.
There you go. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Because like even earlier for you starting off like just locally, you had a deal. I think I saw that it was like in Japan for distribution first. That's wild. How does that even happen?
Damn, you air me out.
Your first album was the Japan.
In Japan,
only.
yeah.
Yeah. How does that happen? Because I don't hear.
Shout out to my big bro, rest in peace. Like that was from the days when we didn't have the internet on our phones. So, but he worked at a TV station. So him log in one day and see that everybody, like people in Japan, been trying to book us for the last 6 months. We had one song.
Wow.
So just regular kids, and we went to do a 6-week tour of Japan.
That is wild.
Crazy.
Imagine having
Love
one
that.
song.
Crazy. Nobody even knew us in Jamaica yet.
But they knew you in Japan.
Yeah, they knew
that.
that song in Japan.
That is
We
fucking
wasn't
crazy.
the stars yet, but that song was just a big
That
song.
song
So,
was a huge
yeah.
success.
So what did you learn from that? Because that had to be like the catalyst for even more to come. Knowing that you could go to Japan. Because think about it, right? People don't get to that point until way later in
Till
their
after,
career.
right? I think that was good for me, and it kind of molded the way how I view producing music. To think not just what is going to be cool for Jamaica.
The locals.
Yeah, and
Think
the
big.
diaspora. Like the world really love this. So when you look on a Bob Marley and you look on like certain reggae artists that have that global reach, I started studying and be like, what is it that they do that's different from what we're doing in Jamaica? So, and then with that information, I found like a nice middle ground to like capture both audiences, and that definitely worked out for me.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Good formula.
Yeah, look.
That's
So
good.
round of
I
applause.
like that for you.
Round of applause.
And also, I think traveling is something that is so educational for people. Like sometimes we don't do until later.
Yeah.
And so when you can do that, it does like make you a lot more aware and a lot more cultured, but also just like you said, how you create your music, but even relating to people.
You know what I like to see? American comments. Like sometimes some shit will be huge in the world, but Americans just don't know.
Right.
And maybe like a platform will post it, and Americans in the comments are like, what the fuck is that? Like, who is that?
Yeah,
What is
who's
that
that?
person?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
That
always
is
amusing
true.
to me. Yeah.
Yeah,
So traveling is definitely the thing.
Americans we are definitely very like,
American
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
American.
I've heard
Yes.
I've hired so many Americans that don't have a
God.
passport.
what?
It's
Wow.
wild, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at George's
I'm like,
face.
no passport in this climate.
Facts. Yeah, yeah.
No, you'd be surprised how many people
Trust me.
not only have never left the country, but never even left their city, their
Never
town,
even
their
thought about
state.
it.
Now, let me ask you this. When you went to Japan, what was it like being there with the women?
Damn, I wish you wouldn't say that.
Because I heard stories.
I mean, it was so
Okay.
long
When,
ago.
I'm corny. When I went to Japan, I was fucking with a Jamaican girl that was living in Japan.
what?
I don't know how me go Japan and find the only Jamaican girl. But yeah, and then
that's
the
what
next time around, it was an American girl. She like had a. I went there twice, but her dad was in the military and he was based there, and he fucked a Japanese girl, and that's how she came about, and I found her. So I've really never
Not a straight Japanese.
had an Asian,
full-
no Asian,
Full
ever.
Asian.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so all the mysteries and the stories that I've heard, I can't confirm or deny.
Okay.
I don't know.
You said all the mysteries.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff
Confirm
about
or
Asian
deny.
girls.
That's
Like,
crazy.
the shit is crazy.
Listen,
but
there's
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of Chinese Jamaicans.
I've never had one of those either.
Now, when did you leave and move to Miami? How long ago was that?
Like 12, 15 years ago.
Wow. What made you do that?
Was it 12? Let me be. 2016, my brother passed away. I think I moved like 2 years before that. I started moving. And then when he passed away, I was like, fuck it. I just moved.
You were like, I'm out of here. You know what else I saw about you? You had a stalker.
I had many stalkers.
But there was one woman that was actually talking about it. She was like talking about how she stalked you, and she was like upset when you got married and all this stuff. She did like
Yeah.
a whole thing.
She did?
Yeah.
I
that's
did not
scary.
see that.
That's mad.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
much
sending
giving
that.
reindeer. Did you see
What
that
was
show
her
on
name?
Netflix?
No.
Happy Powers or something like.
What? Happy Paul? Where's she from? Africa?
I think so. Yeah, I think she has she's like a journalist or something. And she,
Stalker journalist.
yeah.
You sure she was a stalker, or she was just saying that? Because I've had stalkers. Stalkers.
So
is
tell me some of
different.
the. I was at Carnival for St. Thomas, and I'm not gonna say who it was, but there was an artist who was performing, and I was in the hotel lobby. And, after the show, we came back and he came running in by himself, left the whole band behind. And I was like, is he okay? He stopped to say hi. And then later on, they told me he had a stalker.
Stalker that was there.
Yeah. And
my
she had
God.
came by the hotel earlier looking for him. That's some scary
That's
shit.
mad
Wow.
scary.
So you have a bunch of stalkers.
I've had a bunch of them.
So does it ever get scary? Like is it ever a situation where you
Scary
feel like,
is a heavy word. Nah, I don't think it's ever been scary, but it's been
Annoying to say the least.
yeah. Scary would imply that I feel like I'm in danger, right?
well, it could be
Yeah.
like
I've
somebody.
I've never felt like that.
Somebody was in
'Cause
your
some-
room
yeah, I was
when
gonna
you
say,
checked
some
in.
Maybe I
people are,
should have
like,
felt that
breaking
way,
in.
but
Oh,
I,
like how recently
He not that scared.
Slim Thug found that lady sleeping in his
Yeah.
garage.
Right.
Yeah.
no, it's never
Like
been like
any
that. Sleeping
too
is
close
what?
encounters.
Right.
So
Breaking
Slim Thug
in.
found a fan that was sleeping in his garage.
Oh, that's tough.
And he said that he would always see her in the gym and places like that. And
And she
one
just
day-
moved in,
Yeah.
broke in.
So never any close encounters where you came like face to face with the
Yeah, hell yeah,
stalker.
close
okay,
encounter.
So
But
Like
never-
in your
explain what
crib?
happened.
no,
not
no,
his house,
no.
but
I've been at a party and somebody she would like come up to me and be like, hi and pull up her Instagram and show me that she'd been messaging me for like 7 years and
Talking to
she
her.
show me like seven photos of me from the back and shit.
So she just been following you around the world with her camera phone.
Yeah, but
Trying
it's
to get
never
your
be like, yo, I'll kill you if you don't fuck me. It's never been that.
I remember Angela had a stalker that used to send pizza.
Oh my
The
God.
pizza lady.
I had the worst. I've had a few different terrible situations. It was more annoying than anything. I actually had to get the police involved. It was that bad because this person was sending stuff to my house, and then wherever I went, she would send like all these food deliveries, but it would be like pay on delivery. So imagine how mad a delivery person is when they're like,
you have to pay for it?
yeah.
But
And
she
it-
wasn't paying for it.
I didn't order it. And then wherever I went, I'll be at work, I'll be here, I'll be at home. And then they would be like banging on the door, the delivery people.
like
How
five
you
pizzas.
stalking and you broke? Like, what?
Yeah, don't be.
She's
At least
like,
I
I
was like, if
ordered
they would
it.
pay for the
Fucking
pizza.
hell.
It
that's
wasn't
all.
that consistent. She was doing it a lot too.
And it took a while. You know what sucks about having a stalker is it takes a while for you to be able to handle it.
Right.
Because when you go through the police department, like they have to get all these, they have to like pull, like to be able to pull the person's information and do all of that. Like they have to get a warrant and all that. It took months.
Yeah.
For me to, and then I found out who it was, and she was pretending to be a guy too. So like her Instagram
so
page
weird.
was like a white man holding a gun.
You knew who it was,
But it
like,
really was a
not
black
But I
lady.
found
personally,
out
No.
who it was.
The
police. I finally
police had to
got
find
her
out.
information, and when I found it, it felt like she was like a mentally disturbed girl
Oh,
or whatever.
okay.
And I actually hit up her mom on Facebook because I found her. Listen, because I'm a detective my damn self. Once I find something,
Yeah.
And I hit up her mom on Facebook, and I was like, "You need to tell your daughter to stop doing X, Y, and Z. The police are gonna arrest her." And it stopped after that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
bugging.
it's never been that deep for me.
She was obsessed.
Yeah,
That's kind of deep. You need a movie script for that.
No, I mean it was brief, but you know what I'm saying.
Just
No,
like for me, it's been like pulling up to multiple spots
Yeah.
all over the world, like DMs and answering the DMs, and you know what I mean, sending clothing items and shit.
what
to
type
where
of
I might
clothing
be.
items?
Panties.
Underwear, yeah.
Yeah.
Jaws. You know them jaws?
Panty draws.
All right, yeah. Sending jaws. Yeah.
You ever like look at it like, okay, these are cute. Are they like nice drawers?
Drawers?
Panties.
Jaws. You have to say it the right
Okay,
way.
jaws.
Yeah, yeah. There's been some nice jaws.
And you kept them, or
No.
No.
What would he be doing with that? Do you?
you never know?
Hey, yeah,
you might
but,
be
yeah,
into that.
You're right. Niggas be into that shit.
Little
yeah.
kink here, you know.
if you had to say you had a fetish, what would it be?
I've done so much shit. I think fucking where I'm not supposed to be fucking.
Nice.
Like
That's a
outside.
common one. I feel like
I like that.
Like, Cleo
I
like that too. She said that nice.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I like
Like public
spontaneous
spaces.
sex in places where you could possibly get caught. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just like, right?
Oh yeah, I like that.
Okay,
That'd be
places.
it.
All right, fucking in places you're not supposed to. What about you, Jordy? If you had to say you had a fetish,
Well, we know mine is voyeurism. I like watching.
okay, like a cuck.
Do you like showing too, or you like?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
I've never been in a situation where
Somebody's watching
well
you.
that it did happen. I just didn't know it at the time.
fuck. I
Not like
watching
that. It was
too.
just the windows were open and everything. But
Okay, so you have two fetishes now.
Oh, the one you recently told me about.
Like,
yeah, that one.
Yeah, that
Yeah. Wait, did you say you like watching too?
Yeah. I
one.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you literally
Y'all
watch people have sex in
freaky.
front of you?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
with somebody else? Like
Not
with,
your person,
like with, okay.
but not
I
your
wanted
person,
to-
but just
okay,
anybody.
I started getting into deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. How does that even happen? What about you, Cleo? If you had to say you had a fetish,
I don't know. I don't know, but y'all freaky as hell.
I'm not realizing. I realize I'm taking a convo to that direction, and I'm like, damn. Detour.
I like whatever my nigga like.
you said damn what?
Detour.
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 What about you, G?
You know me, child. Spin the wheel.
She's like, I like that. She got all kinds
The
of
price
fetishes.
is right. Spin the wheel.
Do you guys like having your toes sucked?
No.
No.
I've had my toes.
That's
sucked before,
crazy.
but
If people don't like it.
Strong
I
no.
am not
I
a
don't
toe
like feet.
girl.
I'm not
sucking no
opposed to
toes.
it.
No.
I'm not sucking a toe.
You said I'm
though.
not opposed to it.
But I like my
Yo,
toes.
I've heard
sucked.
girls say, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that so much in
Then
public.
they do it,
and then
right?
they do it.
I tried it once.
We've heard y'all say that too, by the way.
Yeah.
So much.
We heard y'all say y'all
I'm
don't.
not
No
sucking a
comment.
man's toe. I don't give a fuck.
We heard y'all say y'all not eating on the poom poom.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
That was a lie.
It's a lie.
That's a lie?
but the statistics say otherwise.
That's a lie.
Hey, I don't know the
Yeah.
statistics.
Yeah.
so
Y'all just don't
no-
want nobody
no
to know
comment.
y'all doing
Statistics say
It's
Jamaican
fine
men
now.
love eating pussy. That's the
They
What?
just, they just don't want nobody to know.
Yeah.
Who come again?
Nobody has to know.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
suck
between
toes?
us.
No.
Keep it a secret.
You never suck toes ever? Not even your wife?
Mm-mm.
So, well, it's okay because nobody in here likes it anyway.
No.
I think that's a something that's overrated. Like people, for some reason, think that women love getting their toes. Doesn't it feel like people?
I like it. I never said I ain't like
I don't
it.
You
hate
said it
it.
was okay.
But
it's
it's
cool.
not-
It's not like I'm gonna be like, you suck my toe, suck my
Yeah,
toe. Like,
yeah.
no, it's good. It's good if you suck the toe.
But if the
one
toe
time,
get
it's
into a
cute.
mouth,
I
you'll be
like
like,
it.
yeah.
I'm not gonna like
cute.
stop him from doing it, but
Nice.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna ask for it either.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Right.
It don't really do
Exactly.
nothing for. Does it do anything for you? Like, what is that?
it's a little tingle, but it's
Hey.
nothing to write home about.
That shit
I could
slaps.
forget
Feel
about it.
good.
You like
Feel
it?
good.
Slaps.
Wait, you like
A
getting
toe-
your
Wait, you
toes
like
sucked?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Get out of here.
Do you clean the toes first?
I'm
or-
a clean guy.
Okay, but
I'm
just
always
fresh out of
clean.
The
socks.
one
but
time,
Yeah, you
Nah.
wear socks.
in the mood.
Suck a man's
I'm
toe,
super
but-
clean.
the one time my ex asked me to suck his toes, I attempted to do it, but it just
How
smelled like
did-
feet.
I didn't
How
know
did he
guys
ask?
like that.
He really was just like, suck my toe.
Hey,
And I was
baby.
like, no.
Baby,
That
suck my
felt like
toe.
a power thing.
Yeah. And I was
Yeah.
like, no. And he was like, why not? And I was like, for what? And he's like, because you never did it. And I'm like, for a reason.
Were they
And
done
I
at
got
least?
close enough. I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Nah,
I tell you
oh
what,
my
I-
God, now it's too.
I'm not doing it.
So if it's a fresh petty, you might try it.
No, but I just want to know the circumstances
Oh.
that
No.
people
You're
are
like-
letting that occur.
No. There's a whole lot of things. It's a laundry list of
freaky.
things I'm
But
going to
you're
do before I
massage- you're
suck.
massage
Things
feet.
I
that
will
occur.
massage the feet.
Mhm.
Yes, I will. I will caress the feet. We can rub our feet together all night. But I'm not putting them in my mouth.
Yeah.
So you rather eat booty than suck toes?
I would rather put my tongue in your booty hole.
Right.
You've done that before?
Absolutely. Before I put your toe in my face hole.
And this is a Jamaican part of the show where you skip over asking me if I eat pussy or if I eat
That's
ass,
funny.
all of that shit.
We know you're not allowed to say you do
There
none
you
of
go.
that. So we
Well,
know.
like that.
That's why we skip over that.
He's like, I just like my toes sucked.
And move on.
Yeah,
It goes
that's
that's as far as it goes.
And then remember, I'm a married man. I don't want to be putting my wife business out there. If
Okay,
there
could've
is some
been
business.
Yeah, you're right,
You
you're
You know what I mean?
It's okay. Respect
Yeah.
the missus.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
could have
yeah,
also
yeah.
been in Japan. This ain't,
Right.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It could have been pre-date
Been in
marriage.
Turkey
Before-
or something.
in
Who
Turkey.
knows what I might have did before?
In a turkey bathhouse? You were in the bathhouses, weren't you?
No.
Okay.
Tell me about those though.
It's like a sauna, but you're naked.
in Turkey.
Oh, the Turkish bathhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
You
I
never
ever
done-
lose my hairline, I might go to Turkey and just.
Your hairline is amazing,
mean,
by the
it
way.
is.
Congratulations for that.
Great hairline.
We gotta
Beautiful.
salute you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I've never been complimented on my hairline.
I mean, listen.
It's rough.
It's a
these days.
struggle out here.
You see niggas with the,
nice and full.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Everybody with you. You guys all have great hairlines, so congratulations.
Yeah, this is the hairline squad.
The hairline squad.
Yeah.
This is part of the prerequisite if you want to work
you
with
gotta,
him.
Yeah, send a photo of your hairline.
All right, so you have no fetishes, Cleo.
Yeah, I guess not.
She
Not
probably
as
done
of now
everything.
that I can think of.
You said you like what your man
Nothing.
likes, so are you like a submissive? Would you consider yourself?
I feel like you would be submissive and beg.
Yes, I would consider myself submissive. Yes. Yes.
Because in every other aspect of your life, you might be very like
bossy.
Dominant.
Yeah,
I am a little
bossy.
bossy. But in bed, I'm not. I listen. I listen, yes.
You know, they say men with a lot of power also can like to be submissive
like
in
to
bed.
do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You feel like you're submissive at home?
No, I got a problem. Like I can't even like I need to fuck to nut.
Okay, aggressively.
Yeah.
Because of the way you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was
I didn't say I need to fuck that. I said fuck. I need
Not just fuck. You gotta
fuck for real
fuck
to nut. Yeah.
Right.
get that
I
work
think,
in.
I think we need another shot. You want
No,
a shot,
we don't.
Cleo? You just got here.
Okay.
If all
I guess so.
if all
I'm
you
doing
take
it. Yeah,
a
we're
shot,
all gonna
then
do it.
Fuck.
Everybody's doing it. Because we are celebrating, and you know what? The album is called Pool Party,
Yeah.
which, as we know, means that it is a fun time.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
So you feel like right now the fun is
you.
fun is what's needed. Even though there are parts of it that are more introspective.
Yeah.
You know.
I kept those to a minimum though, because the concept behind the album was, I'm looking at the world, I'm looking at what's going on, everything is so serious, everything is like wars and ice and natural disaster. And I didn't want 10 years from now, 15 years from now, people listen to those songs and be like, it takes them back to this moment in time.
You want them to feel happy.
Yeah,
Right.
because when I think about Gala Bubble or Broke Off Your Back, and people be like, yo, I remember when I was in college. And,
Yes.
or people be like, yo, no hesitation. I'm on say, yo, that's how I got my kids to this song. A girl gave me some
I
pussy.
know you love that one.
Here's to the good memories.
Here's
Good
to
memories.
that.
That's what I'm trying to create.
Yes.
And new
Cheers.
ones.
Yeah.
And to new memories.
Yeah.
We love that. You right about that
Yeah,
though.
stick
When
a
you
toe
think
in your
about
mouth.
those.
Yeah.
That's a great way
Toe in
to
your mouth.
Yeah.
put it.
I'm not going to respond to that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what to put in yours.
Like people are gonna have
Shout
babies
out
to
to the
songs
missus.
like Tight and Good.
Yeah, that's the vibe. Tight
know-
and good.
Tight and
What
good.
Rich sex.
Rich sex. You like that one there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And not Fucked and Forgot.
No.
That's the remix
That's not
album.
a song.
Oh, let me taste it with this, please.
She's like, let me taste it with that. No, you're right though, because those songs, you have songs that are like, when we think about classic dance hall, you have
Yeah.
several songs in that list.
Several.
You know, which I think heavy rotation to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like with the album, that's what I want. Like, I have songs that people be like, yo, I was vibing to this when I was going through this struggle, or, you know what I mean, this reminds me of this hard time that I have. And when people come to me and be like, yo, this reminded me of this great time, it feels better for my soul. Like, I feel like thinking about the struggles and thinking about the problems too long, they stay with you.
And sometimes I feel like maybe you needed that too
Hell yeah, I needed that.
for yourself.
Hell yeah, I needed that, because like there's so much I went through, and you know what, that become who I am.
That exchange of positive energy is always important.
I'm all about energy.
You've also been doing some soca too,
A lot.
which I love that for you because I love soca also.
Yeah.
And carnival time, listen,
You see me on doing carnival, like I'm out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That soca be hitting too. I feel like right now is a great time for all of that too. And you do like I feel like you've done a lot of Afro beats collabs. They love you over there too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, people could really take notes from you because I feel like a lot of artists in that space, everybody is trying to figure out how to go global.
Yeah.
You know, but there's no real blueprint. You think?
And I don't think I have the blueprint either. I feel like I didn't start out thinking, yo, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this and then do this, and then I'm gonna, I didn't feel like that. I
And
was
in a
just
sense,
doing
it
what I
makes
loved.
you the blueprint because you just did it. It
Hey.
wasn't a plan. It wasn't a structure. It just naturally, organically happened. And look, 6 months later, y'all didn't even know that they was checking for y'all in Japan.
Hey, write the book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I can't take credit for it and act like I had it figured out.
You did.
Have you ever thought of have other artists come to you for help? Really?
A lot.
Ever? Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
Yeah.
And just also to see like how dancehall has been so lit just recently, seeing everybody who couldn't travel before. People don't understand how important it is to be able to come places and perform, to see Beanie Man.
Yeah.
To see, I went to go
Cartel.
see Vibes Cartel.
Yeah.
And you know I be going to all the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
To
I
really
have a
connect with your people.
Bounty Killer, to see everybody that's like able to, move around now. And it's selling out shows, but that's good for everybody.
Yes.
It's
a
good for
time.
everybody
Right.
because it also makes businesses understand how marketable.
And profitable the
Yeah.
industry, the genre can be. Because for a while it's like dancehall was this, it was like a side dish. Everybody loved it, but nobody had it as the main course. You know what I mean? Like you'll find like a huge artist be like, yo, I want to tap into this audience or whatever, and them call up Beanie Man or them call Sean Paul. But then when it's time to appreciate dancehall as a main genre, it's never been at that point. I feel like this is the moment where it's going up. It's it's on a nice trajectory, and it's just up to the artists and the different
keep it pushing.
promoters and the fans to like help push it over that edge where it can't be taken down again.
I think you more than anyone has also done a ton of collabs too.
Yeah,
Outside of just your own projects, is
yeah.
working with a lot of different artists.
yeah, big and small.
What's your favorite collab that you've done outside of like?
Ooh,
Any Jamaican artists?
Outside of Jamaican artists, damn. I would say that I wouldn't say it's one. I would say it's anything in the Latin market
Oh,
because those pub checks look great.
it's about the money.
Yeah. I mean, like naturally, I'm a fan of every genre. Well, I wouldn't say every, but a lot of genres. So I won't be doing a song just because the genre is popping. I'll be doing a song because I love it. So I feel free going in. So if the bag is good, that makes it like icing on the cake.
That's a Capricorn answer.
I'm a Capricorn
Yeah,
too.
me too. We all of us are Capricorns.
The fuck?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All of us over
We
here?
about our money.
Yeah.
Oh, period.
We about our money.
Christmas
Very
baby.
practical.
January 3rd, January 11th.
Okay.
We're supposed to be bestie signs. You know,
Yeah.
Taurus.
We
Yes.
like that.
You're a Taurus, I'm a Gemini.
What about Chris Brown though? I
The
mean,
goat.
that was a moment too.
The GOAT. You just heard it. The album was with Empire, and Ghazi reached out to him and was like, "Yo, that's dope. I know it." He did a verse and sent it back. I don't know which one of his friends is Jamaican, but
he did that.
Him
He
do like
ate
a little
that.
Jamaican vibes on it too.
Yeah.
Slaps.
8.
Nah, Chris Brown,
Slapped.
he be eating with them like global features and stuff because he did something with Rema too. I was like, oh, he's good. Yeah,
No,
he's really good with those
Goat.
features.
What do you mean? He's good.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
great.
Alright, so-
Yeah,
He is.
Chris
He's definitely
Brown.
goated.
Let's
Definitely
Chris
got
Brown or Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Who you say?
Chris Brown or Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
For what though?
Right.
No.
What do
Just
you mean for
overall.
what though?
Straight up.
Michael
Just say,
Jackson.
We gotta give it to
I think
MJ.
even Chris Brown would say Michael
We gotta
Jackson.
give it to MJ.
why?
However,
Why?
Michael Jackson is a different status. It's just different. He's been doing it since he was a kid.
Exactly.
Think about the Jackson
kid.
5.
The Jackson 5.
Michael
all the way
Jackson.
through
Think
the day that he died.
But
Think
he
about
had so
Thriller.
many eras. Like,
Think about
it's
what?
too
Thriller.
The video for Thriller
Yes.
alone.
Not just
Remember
Thriller.
what
Hey,
moment that
oh,
was?
Even from the Jackson 5 to his early years to his he just ate the whole way through.
You
And
know
the
all of
fashion
that?
of it all,
You
too.
know all of that?
Yeah, I
You
know.
watch it
at
on
least-
YouTube.
I know at least you said I watched it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
You weren't there. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there, but I know he's goaded.
My
And
favorite Michael
what's
Jackson
that to
album was
tell
Off
you?
the Wall, and it was made the
I
year I
love
was born.
Off the Wall.
And it
Alright,
was made the year I was born.
So check it now, right?
Win.
Because I'm a Chris Brown advocate. So
We
I'm-
love Chris
Chris
Brown.
Brown.
Nobody's opposed to that. We
Yeah.
love Chris Brown,
Yeah.
but we know that Michael Jackson. If Michael Jackson is before Chris Brown, that means that he's basically Chris Brown's father, and Chris Brown knows that.
Yeah.
He's the
No, I don't
king.
care what he
Yeah.
knows. Like people,
Chris
alright,
Brown knows
check
that
it.
I don't care
though.
what he
Okay.
knows.
Chris
No,
Brown
I don't
knows
care
that,
what
though.
he knows. Like when they get to a certain level, right? It don't matter how, like personally, what you feel. You're a product now, and
Yeah.
people are free to talk about you. So it don't matter what you think, but it matter what the fans think.
Well, it's like
So
But-
let's argue.
it's
So
like
let's talk about
but
the
even that-
product.
Even that, Michael Jackson is entirely more universal than
Okay,
Chris
thank
Brown
you.
could ever be.
Thank you.
Unfortunately,
because if we're talking
if we're
about
gonna-
product, that product is gonna sell more.
I'm gonna
Hey.
say
It
this.
is.
It's like comparing
I'm
somebody.
just saying,
it's,
I've been
it's
on
like
tour for the
comparing
last
any
15,
artist,
16 years.
any dancehall or reggae
careful
artist
what you're
to
saying.
Bob Marley. Imagine
Nope.
comparing
I still remember
somebody
where I was
and
at when
saying
Michael
such
Jackson
and
died.
It's
such
not the same.
or Bob Marley.
But he's so
You can't
locked into
compare that.
certain
It's
set
not the
genres
same.
that
Is
Michael
Bob
Jackson
But
Marley
I
was
do
in.
want to
level.
say this. Now that we no longer, unfortunately, and it was yesterday that was the anniversary of his
Yeah.
passing, right? Now that we no longer have Michael Jackson, Chris Brown is what we have that's keeping
No,
it
I
at that
feel
level
like-
as far as performing, as far as giving it, killing it, just all around entertainer. Nobody is beating Chris Brown in my eyes.
That's true, but
All right,
I
you
still
saved
don't
us.
think they could be
We were
compared.
about to go viral on some dumb shit, so you saved us with that take.
She did.
Thank you.
She did,
Thank you.
but I still
But
don't
for
think
me-
they're comparable.
but for
All right,
you,
so let's tone it down then. Dancing. Chris Brown, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson
Michael
invented the
Jackson.
moonwalk.
Michael Jackson.
And what
Drop
else?
my mic.
Michael Jackson.
why you broke the mic?
Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson.
Michael Jackson invented the
Jackson.
moonwalk.
Dancing, Michael
I
Jackson.
don't give a
Michael
fuck how
Jackson
many
over
flips
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown
dance,
do.
but Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, when it came to choreography, they always talk about it too. How it was working with him, and he always created his own stuff. And it's just
That's what I was gonna say. Not only is his choreography top notch, but Michael Jackson has his own style of dancing.
Yeah, it's just,
I think if Chris Brown was sitting here, he would say Michael Jackson.
He would.
I still think that too.
And I
the
don't care.
choreography.
But watch this, see it?
I love
Watch
Chris
this, right? Michael Jackson knows how to dance like Michael Jackson. Chris Brown hanging with some Jamaicans, he a Jamaican dancer. He hanging
where's
with
the
some
innovation in that?
Nigerians.
No, he's a
but-
chameleon.
What about
that's
Chris is a
innovation, though?
chameleon.
But that's
I'm
real
about to say,
skill
like,
though.
No, Chris Brown is a
Yo,
chameleon. You
ask
got
a-
that. You got
but
that.
so is
Missy
Michael
God, ask a
Jackson.
dancer. Like that's crazy.
Chris
to just,
Brown is a chameleon.
bro, he
Did you
did
see
a,
Michael
he did a
Jackson
ver-
on stage with James Brown?
Check this. He did a verse. He did a verse on my song. I'm a Jamaican, and he was like, "Me no deal with no chichi man thing, girl, because that nigga was a Jamaican on my song, right? With that video on Wizkid, he's doing that Nigeria swag.
Yeah.
It sounds
Yeah.
like American,
He's
but
a
it's not
chameleon.
corny.
He's
That
very
nigga-
good at
that
being a
nigga-
chameleon.
he a super
Listen,
nigga.
ain't nobody
They
down
not
his
comparing
talent at all.
He is.
Yeah.
A super nigga, yeah.
But I think that like time periods have to be taken into consideration too, because it's such a different day and age musically. How much we can be connected globally as opposed to what it was like back then, and the access that people have to be able
It
to
is
do
a
music
different time.
in a different way, where you don't have to be in a studio that's expensive, where you got the reels and you got
Yeah, I think
Michael Jackson?
I think I'm in a spot where I can call it what it is because I was like, I won't say I was there for Michael Jackson, but I know enough, and I was there for Chris Brown. It's like the LeBron and MJ convo. If you was
Different
there
MJ.
to see all of that, then that's who you're in the best position to give your take
Can you moonwalk?
in that
Annie,
pussy.
are you okay? Are you okay?
I still said what I said. Don't try to say I'm not in a position to get my take.
I mean, this is giving outer
Still
space.
give mine.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
First of all, the
it's giving
fancy
Galaxy,
clothes
like-
is, and I just want you to
You
know.
definitely give it MJ. You definitely give it MJ.
When you go and look on his social media from him coming to New York at how he came out dressed earlier,
Listen,
he had to change. He
no,
was
I
out
was, I was
here
in beachwear.
like it was a pool party for real.
Yeah,
I mean, it was hot out.
it sent me back
don't blame
inside
you.
real quick.
He
I
was
gotta
he
go
was looking
put some
like,
pants on and a sweater.
you know how people be hyped for the summer and they come out in the shorts and
Listen,
Oh, you
I'm
got your
on-
short shorts on?
Right, it's one of those days in New York City.
Yeah,
So wait, so do you think you're good in bed?
yeah.
You don't sound.
don't
You
think-
didn't sound
yeah,
that
yeah.
confident.
How do you know?
I know it.
That was mad funny the way you said that.
I know it.
But how do you know? Like, you know, women fake orgasms all the time.
Yeah.
But every woman except me. I'm not faking.
You're like, pack it up if you don't work.
I'm gonna turn into DJ Jordy Jor. And
Are you dumb?
But how do you know you're good in bed?
I think I'm more of the build up. Like even before I was married, I'm more of a you're so excited about getting there. There's like half the job is already done. You gotta be, even if you say for instance you took an Uber, you gotta send me photos in the back of the Uber telling you what to do to yourself. Send me a photo, do a video. So the build up
The
is always
anticipation.
So
crazy.
foreplay. You're big
Yeah.
on foreplay.
The anticipation.
But it's the anticipation. Even before you get there, you're already there. So maybe I don't know if I'm good in bed. Maybe it's just I
you're
make
good
a-
at like the
I make a
storyline.
good scene. Yeah. Yeah.
That counts.
Because I feel like you have a lot to live up to, you know, just because of your music. People have
Yeah.
like, you know, people may have had expectations.
I used to live up to it, and my wife thinks I live up to it now.
That's all
That's
that
what
matters.
matters.
Yeah.
Does she tell you like?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's all that matters.
Do you ask like? Do
Cause she
you
have a
talk?
wild side too. I was like, you know, to always have a wild side. So
Do you talk in bed?
hell yeah.
It's chatty.
Yeah. She's gonna be so embarrassed. But
Why?
Yeah, because I was about to mimic her tone, but I won't do it.
Take sip.
Don't do her like that.
You know, sometimes women do that because they want you to hurry up.
She never wants
But
me
get
to hurry
loud.
up.
Yeah.
Don't tell her secrets, Angela.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's like a cheer on.
Cheer him on. You're doing great, babe.
Honestly, that is the quickest way to speed it up.
Praise King.
Yeah.
Was there ever a
Good
time?
job, Daddy.
You think when you first started having
And
sex?
she got a touch of what you have with the voyeurism thing. She like to
Oh,
watch.
she likes to
yeah.
watch.
Yeah,
Wait, are you ever going to like swingers clubs?
we've been there.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
I was
gosh!
like, I was shocked by
I'm
the question,
surprised.
and now I'm shocked by the response.
But I'm not at the level where she can. You know what I mean?
You're
I
not
swing
doing
her.
nothing. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
they
gonna
go
happen.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all just chilling,
I thought
bobbing
you-
out.
I watch
Mm-hmm.
you swing. I'm like, wait.
See now that's a
That's
song
the first
right
thing.
there.
That's tea.
That's a song?
Yeah,
He's
just
trying
talking
to
about-
get me to write a song so bad. Like,
Angela's full of ideas.
I know
yeah.
we want to be an inspiration.
Okay, that sounds
Lip
like
service
it's
is educational, it's inspirational, it's
Inspirational.
empowering.
You guys are
It's a
muses.
safe
I get it.
space, right?
Safe space.
Yes.
Look how blood clot trick me. I get it.
So you've been to swingers clubs. That's wild. What if have people recognized you ever?
Yeah.
Like, they have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
It's
taken
a secret
photos in
society
swingers
over here.
clubs.
Not
Just
photos.
trust.
Okay.
He will not put their
But there's
own
to
business
take
out
your
there, so
phone.
they would never put him out there.
Right.
Think about it.
He'll do all of that, but there's certain things he just won't do. That's interesting.
It
is, right?
Very.
What
Yeah.
about squirting? You remember the first time you got squirted on?
So years ago.
Was you surprised?
Yeah.
Did you know what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know what it was? It's bad.
Yeah, I fucked so many times before I actually nutted.
You
So like,
should know.
Wait, what?
I fucked a lot of times before I actually nutted.
Why?
I don't know. I just couldn't nut.
Really?
Mm.
Wow.
So the bitches that you
I
was-
started super early though. Yo, listen, I've been fucking from fucking before. I've been fucking before I knew there was a hole in with the pussy. I thought it was like the front.
Oh my
You ever hear a
God.
Jamaican man say front? Yeah, man, we used to fuck the front like dugu dugu. You hear about dugu dugu?
Like hunching? Like just
Is
grinding?
that what it is?
front.
Grinding, hunching, yeah.
He was grinding.
So no insertion at first.
No insertion.
So you
That's
thought that
like
was
So
sex.
when I realized that there was something else
that
there,
you
I'm
actually
like,
can
what
go
the fuck?
in? Oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
like how I learned
That's
to
how-
use a
So
tampon.
when did you start having sex?
At a ridiculously early age.
Sounds ridiculously early.
So how
Sounds-
long
I
was it
remember he
after
said
that
before
that
high
you
school. I know
actually
he
were
said
He
able
before
to
said
high
come?
before
school.
high school, yeah.
I remember
Oh,
That's
that.
early enough.
That is early.
I think the first time I nut was, that was a horror movie too. First time I nut was the 10th grade, 11th grade.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
And I was like hunching or grinding from like the 8th grade.
Okay.
Okay.
Not terrible.
So a couple
Yeah, because you
years.
weren't actually having sex. You
Yeah,
were
like
that's why I'm
me.
like,
you didn't know what you was doing.
9.
Yeah.
It's like the Amish people you were telling about last time.
What did they do?
No, the Mormons.
The Mormons.
Yeah, they're not
the
allowed
bad
to.
shaking.
Yeah. So when you the first time you ever ejaculated was
Horror movie.
why was it a horror movie?
Yes, tell.
Because I was fucking this girl, right? And it was the first time I'm experiencing coming.
Mhm.
And I was wearing a condom and I nutted. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm come.
You didn't know what it was?
No.
No, it was his first time.
Because I've been fucking for like 2 years and I
He
didn't
was
fucking
hunching.
nut.
But you
Yeah.
never had a wet dream or nothing before that, or like masturbated? Okay.
No.
But they
So
don't
you came
teach you
in the
about that
condom?
in
Never,
school?
you were never
I'm
masturbating?
not giving a fuck about what they're teaching me in school about
So wait, I want to hear
You
what
didn't go to
happened.
health class?
You
No.
came in the condom and then what? You came in the condom.
Yeah, and I pulled out and there was no condom on my dick.
Ooh, it slid off in her. Because you didn't know to hold it and pull it out.
Oh, I was supposed to hold,
Hold
it.
on to it.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
pulled
hold
that
on
shit
to
out and
it.
it was in. Like
Did you go on there and get it?
Hell yeah. I spread her out.
Oh my gosh.
Shark.
You gotta get us out of here.
Got it out, but when I got it out, the shit was empty. Like,
Oh, there was a hole.
So
That's a
pregnancy
mess.
scare.
You didn't
Yeah,
squeeze
and
it.
then I
You
went-
didn't
went-
squeeze it
Yeah,
around the
that's a
tip.
listen,
Yeah.
I went to my boy, one of my dog, and he was like, I was like, what?
What do I do?
I think I was like 14 and he was like 17, but he was big homie at the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, bro, give her Panadol and Pepsi. I'm like,
Is
what?
that a plan B?
Some sort of drink.
Panadol and Pepsi. I'm like, yo, Panadol is like Tylenol.
Oh, okay.
He was like, yo, give her Panadol and Pepsi. She go good.
Oh
and,
my
and I
God.
went
She
back
won't
to
get
her,
pregnant.
gave her
Yeah.
Panadol and Pepsi, and I was just worried.
That
and
was
I,
y'all Jamaican plan B.
yeah, Panadol
Well,
and blood clot Pepsi. Dog.
Good thing she wasn't ovulating.
Right.
because-
Yeah, she did. So
I
she
didn't know what ovulating was and
Well,
all that shit.
we
yeah.
know now.
Yeah,
But good thing.
yeah. So that was my first nut. Horrible.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And after that, you made sure that condom came out every time.
you didn't know how to
Yep.
put a condom on properly.
Wow.
That's funny though, because they do teach
We
you that
live
in
and we
health class,
learn.
like you
They do
said.
I wasn't
with
there.
the little banana.
He was learning what he wanted to learn.
I wasn't there. I was playing ball. I didn't give a fuck about none of that.
What did you think you
Sorry,
would
that's my
have?
gate.
Oh, what did you think you would have did if you didn't do music?
I don't know. There was a lot of things before music. Like I was in the streets a little bit hustling. I was doing like a real job, several jobs.
Like what type of jobs?
I was a shoe salesman at once.
Okay, we like the shoes.
Yeah.
Wow, Bundy.
And the girls were my main clients for sure. I would compliment and then
You was complimenting them feet.
hell yeah.
You was sucking them
feet on my
toes?
knees. Like
Feet on your
we
knees.
never got that far ever. I
So,
could
from
close
being
the
a
deal
shoe-
without.
Without
From
sucking
being
Sucking
a
toes.
shoe
toes.
salesman,
Huh?
are you able to guess women's shoe sizes easily because you sold shoes?
I think so.
Ooh, should we
You want
test
me to
this
do it?
theory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't read the bottom.
You have
8.
small feet.
8.
Yeah.
I'm an 8.5.
Yeah.
That's a good guess.
What size are you?
8.5.
Okay, that is close. Okay. But 8 is kind of like the average shoe size.
Right.
It's simple.
I think this is bigger than your size though.
Yeah, it's a little big on me, but
Yeah.
I had to get. I
Oh,
wanted
my
them.
bad.
Huh?
The empty one, right?
Yeah.
But these are 8.
Yeah. But it's bigger than you though.
Yeah, it's a little big.
What about me? You can't tell with these.
12.
That's how I play you.
You probably that's why I said you can't tell with these. Like, I'm an 8.5. It got all that extra.
Why is that 12?
It's bulky, right?
Check me.
Look at our
us
shoe
going like
salesman.
this.
Yeah, about 7.5, 8.
8, yeah.
Yeah.
We all have the same size,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah. Every
Yeah. No, I used to do that.
Well, listen, I just want to say congratulations to you, man.
Thank you.
Yes, pool
Thank you.
party.
Yes, sir.
And we need that for the summer. I'm
Absolutely.
not gonna
We
lie.
do, yes.
But you
We
know, I
need
just
that.
want to say, aside from all this, I am a big fan of yours. So I'm
Big
really
up.
excited always to, that we had a chance to talk during the pandemic. But it's so happy that you got to come up here in person
Yeah.
and sit with us and have a good time.
Facts. It
And
was a great
I
time.
do think your conversation is so fun.
Thank you. And I'm glad you didn't ask me about eating ass and
No, we would never do
Respect.
it. I
Perfect.
know that even if you do it, you're not going to say it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like not
No
even worth
comment.
that conversation.
Respect, man.
no comment.
We could look at your beard and tell. No,
What?
Nothing.
The fuck?
It's been the
It's
service.
healthy. It is healthy.
Y'all make sure y'all stream pool party.
I know.
Pool party.
Pool
right
party.
now.
And the tour.
Watch
Tell me-
out for pool party tour coming.
International tour.
And the pool party merch, all the bikinis and
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we like that.
yeah, we
Need some
coming
of those.
hard.
Purchase that.
We coming out.
Because he could dress too, so you know the merch is
Right.
going to be amazing.
Yeah. The bikinis. No bikini for man though. No man in the bikini.
Nobody said that. Conscious,
Yeah.
we didn't even
But
say
just
that.
I make sure, cause this is lip service. I don't know, you know what I mean? Dirty sitting, you know?
It's so funny to me that you are so open about swingers parties and all this other stuff, but then you draw the line at
At what?
Ladies only in the pool
niggas
party
in
bikinis.
bikini?
Yeah.
no, not that.
Oh, yeah.
And everything else.
So anyway, but again, thank you so much for coming through. We always have a good, great conversation.
Thank you for
And
having
I'm
me.
happy that this album is out and that you feel like, I know it started off kind of deep and we started the conversation kind
Yeah.
of deep, but I understand now talking to exactly what you mean about like this time period. Things can be really heavy, but you want people to go back and listen to this album, later and be like,
Great
let's have a vibe.
Yeah, hopefully you have a 10-year-old and you're like, yo, this song made me meet my wife in a party and that's how my
I
10-year-old
met my
came.
wife at a pool party.
10 there you go.
Yes, indeed. All right, Konshens,
you for
thank
having
you
me.
so much.
Big up.
We appreciate you.
Lip service.